Hello, Little Gym family. Welcome to part 2 of our first Welcome to the Little Gym at Home lesson. We are going to jump right into our full body 3. So the first one of those is going to be our partnered log roll. So for me, I'm going to hold my little partner up against my chest, either facing me or away, either one. I think it's going to be a lot more fun if they're hugging you. So I'm going to hold my tiger buddy on my chest, and I'm just going to roll one way and roll the other. Definitely want to brace them in with your arms. Make sure that you've got a nice support around them with your arms. That way they're not going to get squished. The second part of our full body 3 is going to be our upside downs. So one of my favorite things to do for upside downs is I'm going to take my little buddy, hold on their upper thigh or around their waist, have them going over my shoulder. That way they are hanging upside down and maybe rock back and forth a little bit. Or one of my other favorite ones to do is a back whoop-de-doo. So for that, I'm going to sit with my feet out in front of me in a plank and have my little buddy on my lap. I'm going to make sure that the inner parts of my arms are going to be on either side of their head. I'm going to hold on to their thighs. That way I can flip them over my head. I'm going to scoot forward so I don't hit my head on a box. And I'm going to flip them over behind my head so that they land on their feet or their knees. If they're not feeling comfortable enough to stand, landing on their knees is totally fine. All right, let's see if we can do it together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! Just like that. And if you want to get real creative, you can even hold on tight and roll them back forward, just like that. Our last part for our full body 3 is going to be sit-ups. So for this one, we're going to have them laying down either flat with their knees tucked up like you would do a sit-up. And a lot of this is going to be working on those tummy muscles and all those inner body muscles. So for an adult, when you do a sit-up, you're normally going to have your hands behind your head or crossed over your shoulders. So for me, I like to go behind my head, and you're just going to use those tummy muscles to get back up just like this. So for us with the little guys, since a lot of them don't have those strong tummy muscles yet, we're going to help them get into that sit-up position, either with a gentle hand on their back, or we can help by holding onto their arms. So having them laying down flat and you're going to grab their arms, maybe they can even grab onto you, and you're just going to help them pull up into that position, okay? All right, little gym friends, thank you so much for doing our full body 3 today, and it's time for ball time. Now we have a fun body activity to do with our balls today, so this one is going to focus a little bit on throwing and catching, and when you do, you're going to try to hide the ball behind a body part after you catch it or if you have it, and see if they can figure out where you're hiding it. One of my favorite ones to do is just tuck it a little bit behind my arm and kind of sit with my hands out, make it visible just a little bit and see if they can find the ball. Or when they throw it to you, you could hide it behind your head or put it behind your feet when you're standing up, or even tuck it under one knee if you're sitting down, anywhere where they're going to have to try and find the ball. Another fun way to work with the ball to work with our body parts is going to be to try having them roll the ball to you or kick the ball or anywhere that they're getting the ball to you with a different body part. So if you guys are laying on the floor rolling back and forth, you could have them roll with their elbows, or you could have them roll with their knees. You could have them waddle like a penguin on their knees. That way they are moving the ball with other body parts besides their hands and their feet. All right, little gym friends, thank you so much for playing along and doing ball time with me today. And now it's time for bubbles. So if you guys have got some bubbles, go ahead and get them out now. And if they're not family-friendly bubbles, I would suggest doing them outside so they don't stain the floor. These are catnip dissolvable bubbles because it's the only ones I have. So here we go. Try to get your little guys to use different body parts besides their hands and feet to get the ball or to get the bubbles today. One of my favorites is to try and see if they can get it with their nose, because they'll feel silly trying to get it with their face. Oops, no bubbles on that one. Uh-oh. There we go. You can have them try to get it with their knees. Or one that I know we love to do in class is to do them on your belly. Be careful with belly bubbles. They'll never want to stop. You can even try with the really little ones if they are laying on the floor, blowing bubbles on their back, or if they are laying on their back, having them reach up and get the bubbles is going to be a really fun one. We're almost done. Oh, that was a good one. One more. All done. Look at that. I'm going to get one. Oh, I got one. Two. I got two bubbles. How many did you get? Can you tell me how many bubbles you got? That's awesome. You got so many more bubbles than I did. Good job. Thank you so much for doing bubble time with me today. Little gym friends, it is almost time for us to say goodbye, but before we go, let's talk about a few things you guys can do at home this week to work on keeping up with the little gym, even if we can't go to the gym itself. We're going to work on that full body 3, so we're going to be doing those sit-ups, those upside downs, and those partner log rolls. Those 3 are going to really help them feel comfortable and confident in themselves because they're not super crazy skills, but it's something that's going to help them build a confidence in themselves to want to do more things, especially when we get to go back to the gym. Also, what we're going to try to do at home is emphasize using that sign fun. So anytime you guys are doing something, you can ask them, is it fun? Are you having fun? You could say maybe they're coloring or drawing a picture or you're reading a book. At the end of the book or when they're done with the picture, you could say, wasn't that fun? And ask them if it was fun and see if they'll even sign it back to you. It's a pretty easy sign, so I think these guys will pick it up pretty quick. We are going to do our little chant about the Grand Old Duke of York. So I've got my tiger buddy back. That way we can work on doing the Grand Old Duke of York. So everybody sit in a pike with your little buddy on your lap while we do this one together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. The Grand Old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. When they were down, they were down. Then he marched them halfway up. They were neither up nor down. He marched them to the left. He marched them to the right. And then he marched them upside down. What a silly sight. I love that one. And thank you so much for doing it along with me. That's one of my favorite ones to do at the Little Gym along with Tony Chestnut. You guys know I love that one too. So we are going to get ready to sing our goodbye song. So make sure that you guys have your story time books ready for as soon as we are done with our closing circle. All right, all my friends, let's clap and sing our goodbye song together and make sure that you are ready to read your stories as soon as we're done, okay? 1, 2, 3. Oh, everyone, please clap your hands and sing along with me. Bye bye, gym friends. We'll see you soon. See you soon. See you soon. Bye bye, gym friends. We'll see you soon. Bye bye, gym friends. You ready? Let's bang our drums on the floor. Whoa! Bye bye, gym friends. Bye bye, gym friends. Bye bye, gym friends. It's time to read our stories. Woo! Have fun with story time. I'll see you next time. I miss you all so, so much. Bye.